Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, this past week we saw weather that we would expect this time of year in the fall, not as much wind and temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and that allowed a lot of people to go out. But I'll be honest with you, the number of reports that we're getting into the store has decreased dramatically, and it's not because of the weather, but mainly due to other things going on, such as fall sports for youth, as well as the hunting season, the waterfowl, as well as pheasant season. A lot of people are now have put away their boats and looking for that rooster. So the reports have definitely decreased. But those that went out this past week had some decent success around the area. The lakes up in the northeastern part of the state that produce walleyes included Bitter, Waubay, Dry Lake by Clark, Big Stone, Casey Slough produced a few as well, and then also Reed, Hazelton, Drywood, and then also Goose. Down in the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Ponset, Thompson, Henry, 81 ponds, a few being caught at Madison yet, as well as Whitewood and North Island, and then also a few being caught at Vermilion and Wall, and we haven't talked about Wall in a long time, and then also Twin, and remember Twin is the trophy lake northwest of Sioux Falls. The Missouri River, a lot of people have been going up at Lake Oahe right now the past week because the wind has died down. That makes it less treacherous out there, to say the least. A lot of people are having success, not necessarily catching that trophy walleye, but still catching walleye. And honestly, the water temperatures still aren't to where we would like to see those bigger fish coming out of the deeper water into more of the shallower depths. But what people are using out there right now is a lot of what you see behind me, a lot of Walleye Nation Creation Reapers. As you can see, we have a great selection of them, over 80 different colors. Other people are also using Bandits, and we have great custom colors in Bandits, as well as there's also some use of the Rapala Gold Miners, and then also the Berkeley Hit Sticks. All have been producing some nice fish. And as far as a particular color, there really honestly hasn't been a particular color right now as far as setting a trend right now. But I think that over the next week, that's going to change. Now, what else have people been using? Some of the lakes and also the river. A lot of people have been starting to use hair jigs again. Just jigging with them, tipping it with a minnow has been working quite well. And then as I mentioned before, this is the time of the year that you want to use a minnow wrap. This is the DA Bomb color, the custom color. This is one of the favorite colors that a lot of people have been using, not only the minnow wrap, but also other crankbaits. And then also the plastics. The walleye assassins have been working really well. This is the Fire Tiger color. That's been working well. And then also the mooch minnow, the larger size of the 3.5 to 4 inch variety, again has been working quite well. Now, as far as the perch bite around the area has been going, that's been, holding its own, but nothing that's been setting the world on fire by any means. The lakes that produced perch this past week included Big Stone, Waubay, Kempeska, all the dry lakes such as Willow Lake, Clark, and then also Florence. And then also Hendricks, Pelican, Thompson, Ponset, and Madison. Now, what have people been using? Mainly a lot of drop chain lures such as the Haleys, Pilkies, as well as the perch talkers, and tipped with waxworms or a redworm. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about the Institute. Yes, that's right, it's Institute time, a little more than a week away, and I want to kind of give you a little bit of inside information, and not so inside, but just kind of make sure that everyone knows what to expect if they're planning on coming to the Institute, and I hope all of you are planning on coming to it, because without your attendance, the show's not going to be a success. We need as many people at the show as possible, so I need your help. Spread the word, bring your family and friends, all come and have a great time. The doors open on Friday, November 7th at 3 o'clock, and they close at 9. Saturday, the hours are 10 to 7, and then on Sunday, 10 to 3. $7 to get in the door, or $15 for the all-weekend pass if you so desire. Parking's absolutely free. And then also the vendors. We have over 100 vendors on hand, folks. Over 25 new vendors from last year. Honestly, I can't remember a show that hasn't got me more excited than this one right now. It's in the 2025 edition of the Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center next weekend, November 7th through the 9th. To give you some ideas on what to expect, you're going to see some great prizes, all the inventory that you can imagine, prices that you're not going to see anyplace else, promotions that you're not going to see anyplace else. For example, we build our own Live Scope and Lowrance Eagle Eye 9 bundles, so we can offer them at an unbelievable price to all of you. You're not going to see these prices anyplace else and any time throughout the year. You need to buy, if you're looking for a Live Scope or an Eagle Eye 9 forward-facing sonar, that's the time to get it at the Institute. You have two options. You can get it with the HD Innovation shuttle and pole, or also with the clam shuttle. So again, things to be aware of. Other things that are going to be on sale. Select augers, select shacks. For instance, all the clam ice team shacks are going to be at blowout prices. So be aware of that. Various jigs and tackle are also going to be there. Several vendors going to have their ice suits, select ice suits on sale. Also, as in years past, Stryker is going to be giving away a free Apex suit throughout the weekend. Underwater cameras, select underwater cameras are also going to be available. And then also something new this year is going to be open water tackle. We're going to be making this an all-season show, and we're going to start that introduction right now this year. And then next year it's going to be launched as the All Seasons Institute. Some of the examples of some great sales and great prices that we're going to have on open water tackle includes the St. Croix Premier rods. We're going to have them on blowout prices. Also, Okuma and Daiwa line counters are going to be on sale. Trickle tackle. Well, you've heard us talk about them before. They're also going to have their custom crankbaits available. And then also Yukon Outfitters are going to have their cups as well as coolers available to all of you that attend the show. So again, take advantage of all these great sales. If you have any questions whatsoever about the Institute, feel free to go to our website at DakotaAnglerIceInstitute.com, or feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. And all I got to say now is to say, I'll see you there. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, all you have to do is send it to me, and you can do so by sending it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com. And as I mentioned in Todd's Tackle Tips, I hope all of you can make it to the Institute next weekend, November 7th through the 9th at the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to check out our show website at DakotaAnglerIceInstitute.com, or also give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it, I surely do. And I hope all of you stay healthy and stay safe.